Hi, I'm Kimia. I'm the VP of Product and Revenue Marketing. Actually, I had a few dream jobs, I must say. I started dreaming about my job since I was 5. But my favorite dream job that lasted with me the longest was becoming an astronaut. I wanted to be an astronaut so bad. I had all kinds of books about space. I knew all the names of all the galaxies and all these things. I don't even remember what I knew back then, but I was far more intelligent than now. So it's actually hard to answer this question because I never really compared myself to male colleagues. I generally don't even really see male versus female. That's not my philosophy at work in general, and in life in general. I just see humans. I am a human, and others are humans too. So I never compared myself to my male colleagues. I am aware that there are some differences, of course, at different companies. Probably, I hear about glass ceilings, things like that. Personally, I haven't felt that so strongly, but I think it's probably more of a personality topic rather than a male-female topic. Empathy. I think this is probably the single most important thing for any leader of any gender, anywhere in any kind of leadership position, and not just at work. The ability to really feel with other people and put yourself in their shoes, and not perceive others, especially your colleagues or your teammates, as just people who are doing XYZ. It's these are human beings who are maybe dealing with many other things at the same time. And I think it's that kind of a holistic view of a person rather than just the task at hand that makes a person a good leader, to be able to connect with the team member and get something done. So this kind of relates to the empathy question, or the leadership skill question, because I actually think that one of the best advices I've ever had is the topic of really keeping in mind that what you think or what I think in a given situation, no matter how smart, how logical, how data driven I may be in that moment, that's literally just one perspective. That's just one way of looking at something, right? And as humans, we all are limited by our own individual perspective of something. Even if it is data driven, it can never be. We can never see the truth of something, the absolute truth of something, from all angles at the same time. That is just a human limitation. And to be open to others' opinions and to be open to hearing very different views to oneself, and really accept the fact that maybe thinking about something that someone else says that is just completely wildly different from what one believes can be complementary to one's belief, and we can then together see the whole truth. So kind of we really need other people to tell you the truth in the business world, other team members, and especially diversity. And I don't mean diversity in the sense of male, female, or anything like that. I mean diversity of views, and ways of thinking that can help a business excel. So it's this kind of openness that also relates to empathy a little bit, but is at a logical level here. Working at Uberall. I have a crush on Uberall. I know it's not because the employer is interviewing me, but I truly feel happy here. It's the people I work with. Really the most beautiful culture and the company I've ever worked at. I think it's a great achievement, what the team has achieved, especially the people team. The culture that we have here, it's just fantastic. And I really look forward to it. When I see my colleagues in the morning, that just makes me smile, no matter what topic it is. They just make me happy. Again, related to what I said before, I think the best thing is to never think of themselves as women or men or anything like that. Just be yourself and don't be afraid. I think the most important thing is to not be afraid for any reason, even when something is completely new. I think the most important thing is to rely on the knowledge one has, or knowledge one can attain, or the experience one has, or asking for help. It doesn't matter. It's, for me personally, what's worked very well is just not being afraid to try things, which kind of aligns with the Uberall value: be bold and drive change, I guess. But yeah, it's worked out.